Hello, welcome to the Level Up with Katie B weekly human design and tarot energy report. In these energy reports, I start by giving a collective report based on the solar transit through the human design gates. So the first part of the energy report is in relation to which gates are activated for the week ahead and how you can work with those energies. The second half of the energy report is a tarot report for each of the 5 human design energy types. So if you don't already know your energy type, you can submit the Discover Your Human Design Energy Type link in the caption, and I will get back to you within the next couple of days with your human design energy type, strategy and authority, which are the 3 most important parts of your human design to start working with. If you don't already know me, my name is Katie and I am a human design coach for ambitious female entrepreneurs. So in my coaching practice, I use human design among other modalities to support women in finding clarity, confidence, flow, and then grow their business. So human design is at the central focus of everything I do in my coaching practice, and we build on that with other modalities such as tarot therapy, hypnotherapy, so many things to really empower you to achieve your business goals in a way that feels really nourishing and in a way that allows you to do it without burning out. So if you would like to find out more, you can actually join my Facebook group, which is called Human Design for Ambitious Female Entrepreneurs. You can find that, I'll pop the link in the caption as well. You can join that group if you would like to learn more about your human design, how to work with it in business, and just get gold nuggets that you can use to empower yourself in your business each and every day. Thanks for joining me here. I hope you enjoy the weekly energy report, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Hello, welcome to your Human Design Energy Report for the week beginning 20th of February 2023. This week, gate 37, the gate of peace, is activated by the solar transit through your chart. So this is providing us with some important reminders about building resilience through understanding what you have control over versus what you have no control over. So you can probably relate to the energy of this gate when you think about the people in your life. Maybe it's you, maybe it's friends or family, colleagues who really manage to maintain a level head when times feel really turbulent. The ones who seem to have unwavering ability to maintain inner peace, even when the outer world is seemingly chaotic. So maybe this is a natural energy that you possess. If you have gate 37 actually activated in your chart, then you most likely are naturally a person that can stay emotionally sort of grounded and stable even when the most disruptive times are unfolding. So if you don't have gate 37 activated in your chart, then this week is a brilliant opportunity to really experiment with this energy. You can do this by starting to develop practices in your daily life that help you recenter and recalibrate your emotional state. So I actually designed a guided meditation that is designed specifically for that purpose. So you can actually download that from the freebies tab on the top of my website, levelupwithkatieb.com. I'll drop the link in the caption so you can grab that. If, however, you are in a situation where you can't just nip off for a quick meditation during the day, maybe you're at work and you're starting to feel the chaos of external influence start to kind of pull you off center. Another simple way to connect to your sense of inner peace and also gain more emotional clarity is to close your eyes, put your hand on your lower belly, take a deep breath in for the count of 4, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and then pause in that liminal space at the bottom of the exhale for 4 seconds. So this is a really quick and easy way to clear your mind and reconnect with your inner peace. You've probably done this kind of breathing before. Maybe if you're a yogi, it's called a box breath. So yes, it's a simple way to gain some inner peace. The purpose of Gate 37 is to support us in making positive life changes regardless of what is happening in our external world. It really supports you in being a positive, independent agent for change despite external circumstances. And actually, the energy of this gate is naturally driving you to be in peaceful relationships as well. It wants peace to be the foundation for problem solving and evolution as well. So in its shadow, you might experience the energy of Gate 37 as trying to keep the peace regardless of how you're treated. So things like avoiding hard conversations or not enforcing your boundaries. But the thing is, ultimately, this energy really, really wants you to have strong inner peace, and through that, create strong relationships, not through self-sacrifice, but through a strong sense of worthiness. So over the next week, if you feel yourself slipping into habits of giving more than you have to offer, more than your energetic output capacity, simply to keep the peace, remember that starting with your inner peace is going to be more beneficial for you and the people around you. So it might also be nice this week to spend some time with your soul tribe, the ones who you have really genuine, equitable relationships with, the ones that you never feel a sense of obligation towards, but you know that you can give what you have to give without having to empty your tank. So it might be nice for you to spend some time nurturing those relationships over the week ahead. On a practical level, Gate 37 really just wants you to know that one of the only things we truly have the ability to control in every moment is our reactions to the external influence, and to make clear, level-headed, and peaceful decisions that benefit you and also the collective. So take care this week, enjoy the energy of Gate 37 and experimenting with your design. And if you're keen to get your weekly tarot report for your energy type, you can skip ahead to your energy type and enjoy that now. Take care. Welcome, reflectors, to your energy report for the week beginning 20th of February 2023. Let's see what energy you are working with, what you're being called to pay attention to. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's one card that just fell on top of my desk. All right, let's see what you're being called to pay attention to. Oh, the moon. Oh, reflectors, you are lunar beings. So, you know, this is probably a card that you feel deeply connected to. Now, so let me start by saying, if you don't know that you're a lunar being as a reflector, this is like a huge part of your energy, is that you gain clarity on decisions and what is in alignment for you when you let yourself create space to flow with the energy of the moon. So literally waiting the 28-day cycle to spend that time feeling into how, like, gaining clarity by experiencing the different energies of your human design chart from the perspective of the moon, right? Like flowing with the energy of the moon. So the moon actually activates different gates in your chart as it transit over the 28-day period. So there's like two and a half gates per day that are actually activated via the moon transit in your human design chart, and that affects how you are experiencing the energy of that gate and how you're experiencing your decisions, how you are gaining clarity around your decisions over that 28-day period. So with the moon card in the tarot, this is liminal space. It is that murky kind of Oh, you know when you open your eyes underwater and it's like you can see, but on a day when the visibility is not great, you like might know that your hand's in front of your face, but you can't actually see it. This is the energy of the moon. It is full uncertainty. And when the moon comes up for us in the tarot, it is because we are being invited to relax and surrender into the uncertainty. We're being invited to stop howling at the moon and scratching at the walls looking for answers, but to let ourselves flow. And as a reflector, that means literally relaxing and letting yourself be, roll through that 28-day period with an inquisitive mind, getting curious about what is unfolding rather than trying to push for answers. When you try and push for answers in moon energy, it actually just is really energetically draining for you and not beneficial. So the moon comes up as a reminder for you this week, beautiful reflectors, to let yourself surrender to the process. Let yourself feel, experience, get intimate with the energies that you're working with, and then let them go. Use the energy of the lunar transit to deepen your connection and deepen your resolve. Get more intimate with the feelings that you have and associated with one particular decision. Use that and then let it go. And the reason you need to let it go is so that you can experience the energy of the next couple of gates that are being activated. And when you let yourself surrender and flow with that energy, you actually gain so much more clarity. And then once you've got the clarity, once you know that you've experienced all the energies that you needed to, maybe you've bounced some ideas around with other people, then it's like totally fine for you when you know it's right to make the decision that is in alignment. But I would say that over the week ahead, this is not going to be a week where answers become super clear to you. It's about letting the process unfold, relaxing, and not trying to push for answers. So I hope that helps you for the week ahead, beautiful reflectors. If you would like a one-on-one reading, you are more than welcome to book one of those. You can book it through the link in the caption or through the link in my bio on Instagram at Level Up with KDB. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Welcome, projectors, to your tarot report. Oh my goodness, a card just flew out. Tarot report for the week beginning the 20th of February 2023. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm already thinking of March. So no need to shuffle too much, because while I was shuffling just then, the beautiful Ace of Swords popped out for projectors this week. Okay, so projectors, the Ace of Swords is our invitation to getting clear on our boundaries. So all of the aces are pure potential, right? They are the spark of new processes. They're the beginning of a new cycle. The Ace of Swords in particular is to do with your critical thinking, your brain chemistry and your thoughts, your beliefs. And when the Ace of Swords comes up, it's almost like there's the creation of new, almost neural pathways, new ways of seeing things, new views, new visions, new opinions, kind of formulating, moving into alignment for your highest and best. Now with the Ace, there is this the one thing we always have to remember is this is pure potential, and it's our job to recognize it, be open to receiving it, and then alchemizing it, right? Like putting our intention into developing that into something more tangible. So with the Ace of Swords for the week ahead, the reason I brought up boundaries is because often when the Ace of Swords comes up, it's the reason we are coming to new conclusions, new belief systems are kind of formulating. It's for our highest and good, and it's often in recognition of the fact that we need to kind of trust ourselves and honor our boundaries and be a little bit more bold about enforcing those boundaries. So it's the beginning of a little bit more of deep self-worth that comes when you know that your beliefs and your ideas about the world are sort of grounded in an inner knowing that you have, and that because of that inner knowing you can fiercely and boldly start enforcing any boundaries that are there to support you. Now as a projector, it's interesting because as a projector you guys do have this really beautiful energy of being able to see things so clearly, and that is not just a instant process, right? Your magic as a projector of being able to see better, new, upgraded ways of doing things, it develops over time when you invest your time and energy in the things that come really naturally to you as a projector. Those views that you have on things start to formulate with the more life experience you have, the more time you invest in learning and indulging in learning, I would say, is a really beautiful way to put it for projectors, because you guys naturally love to read and have really grounded foundational education in what it is that you came here to see so clearly. So in terms of using that energy with the Ace of Swords this week, there is, like I said, it's the beginning of a new view. It's the beginning of a new opinion. And this could be something that is quite transformational in terms of like long-term energy for you. It could be the beginning of seeing a new upgraded way in your own life or the life of the collective. But either way, it is a really beautiful week for you to definitely let yourself, like, set the intention of being open and ready to receive new inspiration, new ideas, new seeing things in a new light. This is where creativity sort of sparks, and then in that's kind of grounding you in your worthiness as well, and that's going to help you understand where and how to start enforcing boundaries in your life. So I hope that helps you for the week ahead, beautiful projectors. If you would like a one-on-one tarot reading, you're more than welcome to book one through the link in the caption, or there's a link in my bio at Level Up with Katie B on Instagram. I'll see you next week. Welcome, manifestors, to your tarot report for your human design energy type for the week beginning 20th of February 2023. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's see what energy you are working with for the week ahead. Ooh, Seeker of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so this is foundational work. Okay, manifestors, I have a feeling you got this last week as well. Okay, so the Seeker of Pentacles is the beautiful energy of... No, you didn't. You got the Knight, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're talking about this week. So the Seeker of Pentacles is the energy of learning to play, learning to gather your resources, learning to turn your resources into something tangible. Now, when the page, also known as the Seeker in this deck, comes up, it is really an invitation to get in touch with your, gathering your resources and then learning to play with them, opening up to the fact that you have this really deep connection to nature and there's actually resources available to you that you might be overlooking. It's literally going back to basics and learning to kind of look at things from that childlike point of view, with a little bit of inquisitiveness, with a little bit of not labeling everything, and in the doing of that you actually realize that you have more resources than you even thought that you knew, right? So even if it's something as simple as what could it be? Something as simple as, going out and spending time down at the river, and noticing that actually your connection to the nature and the trees and all those sorts of things is actually really inspiring for you, and it helps you get into creative flow. That's a resource that you have, right? Being in nature, gathering that energy and using that for your highest and best and as part of your manifestation process. Maybe it's that you realize that you've got this beautiful rosemary bush outside your window that can be used to clarify your home, or you make beautiful salads, or create beautiful cooking with, right? This is the energy we're talking about, looking at things through a new lens so that you can use them, put them towards your creative visions, turning things into tangible form. So for the week ahead, the page really wants you to, again, get in touch with that childlike sense of wow, wonder, and tear down the conditioning and get in touch with what it means to look at things with fresh eyes, with a new perspective. And the purpose of that, when the Seeker of Pentacles comes up, is to help you gather your resources to support your manifestation process, to support bringing things into your 3D reality. So think about if you actually reference that back to what you're manifesting at the moment, like how can you use this childlike sense of wonder to bring in, to attract more resources to put towards your manifestation process over the week ahead. So manifestors, this is a fun energy for the week ahead. It is one that is kind of like a permission slip to play, to create, to spend time doing things that you maybe don't necessarily do, with the only goal in mind of being open to welcoming in new resources to support you in your manifestation process. So I hope that helps you for the week ahead. If you would like to have a more personalized one-on-one tarot reading, you're more than welcome to book that through the link in the caption or through the link in my bio in Instagram, which is @levelupwithkdb. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Welcome, generators, to your tarot report for your energy type for the week beginning 20th of February 2023. Thank you so much for joining me. Always lovely to connect with you in this space. Let's see what energy you are working with for the week ahead. Oh. Generators, the ruler of wands. Okay, so this is pure like a trailblazer, stepping into your personal leadership by sharing your creative vision. Yes, I love that. I'm a generator, so you know I love it. You probably hear me say that every week, and I'm sorry, but I do get excited about my tarot readings. So yes, the ruler of wands is inviting you into sharing your creative visions unapologetically, tuning into the fact that actually the fire, the energy that you're creating, that sacral energy in your which is such a huge part of your energy as a generator, is like sparking, it's firing. You're in sort of flow. That's what the ruler of wands is here to kind of express. He's here to step into flow through expressing his creative fire. Now, what I would say for the generators for the week ahead is a few questions to ask yourself. How have you been expressing your creative visions? Have you been showing up authentically? Have you been talking to people? Have you been sharing them? Oh, I even got a little bit of a feeling in my sacral when I talked about that, because you may not know, but I've launched a second business called Glow Squad, which is skin and hair health. And I love talking about it just as much as I love talking about tarot and human design. And it's these things that we are literally, even if you do nothing this week, but talk about your creative fire, the things that really fucking light you up. This is, as a generator, this is part of what we came here to actually do, is just be in our bliss by talking about, working with the things that really light us up. So don't be afraid to indulge in nourishing conversations with people, telling people on social media, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am, this is where I am. Don't be afraid to make yourself visible. And if you do have sort of conditioning, or you have limiting beliefs around showing up, doing what is your creative vision, then maybe we need to do some work together. Maybe you can come and do some coaching with me, because that's part of what I do, is help women like expand and express themselves in the most authentic way possible, so that they can level up and build their businesses in nourishing ways. So if you are a business woman, then absolutely consider that this week, especially because it is, the perfect energy to just share your creative visions. You're being invited into your personal leadership. It's not just for you. It's because the collective needs your creative fire, right? Like, it's not completely indulgent. It is for the greater, the highest and best of the people around you, not just yourself. So how bloody amazing is that? So for the week ahead, generators, there's two things. First of all, check in with your relationship to like being visible in your creative space. Now, if you're not a business person, it still could be, whatever it is that lights you up. Maybe you're a musician, an artist. Maybe it's even just in your home, the way you express your creative fire in your home. Really spend time nourishing that. For the week ahead. And you might be like, oh, but why? What good's that going to do? Well, human design is all about optimizing your energetic flow, right? Like optimizing the input and output of your energy. And when we do the things as generators that really light us up, that's when we start attracting more things. That's when we become master manifestors. And that's confusing because we're generators, not manifestors, but we have the ability to manifest, and that we expedite that process when we're spending time doing the things that we love. So just know that you expressing your creative visions and indulging in doing that is actually so beneficial for you. It's creating magnetism in your life, and it's attracting more of what you want. So please don't be afraid to do that. And if you do have issues around showing up, sharing your creative vision, definitely get in touch. We can start to work together to shed the layers of conditioning. Use your human design chart to help empower you to do that, and ultimately expand and share your gifts in a way that feels really nourishing and supportive to you. Awesome energy for us generators for the week ahead. If you would like a one-on-one tarot reading, you are more than welcome to book one of them as well. You can book it through the link in the caption or the link in my bio on Instagram at Level Up with Katie B. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I'll see you next week. Manifesting generators, thank you so much for joining me for your tarot report for the week beginning 20th of February 2023. Let's see what energy you guys are working with over the week ahead. Conqueror of Chalices. Okay, so this is the energy of connecting with your heart. So the Conqueror of Chalices is bringing you into an invitation into how you're being invited to move through the world, or the energy that you're being invited to move through the world for the week ahead. So there is no fast-paced hustle and bustle manifesting generator for you for the week ahead, which I know might be interesting considering manifesting generators have this incredible quick energy. The Conqueror of Chalices is actually about taking very clear heart-led steps, right? This is about letting your heart, dropping into your heart space and letting your heart guide your next direction. So, you know, it's interesting. As a manifesting generator, you have a really beautiful connection to your sacral response. All generator types do. And what I noticed as a generator when I was learning to connect with my sacral is actually my sacral response has a very strong connection to my heart response as well. And from my experimenting with my human design, I know that is because that is where basically it's the energy that I'm being drawn towards by following my sacral is that of my heart and my soul, right? It's guiding me towards what I came here to express and experience in this lifetime. So man-gens, when we talk about Conqueror of Chalices for you this week, it is heart-led movement forward. That is what it's inviting you into. And if you are a man-gen that has a deep connection to your sacral response, I would invite you into noticing what your heart is telling you when you have positive and negative sacral responses. There is a connection. There is 100% a connection, and it's up to us to learn to develop that and learn to listen to the language of it. What a beautiful energy for you to be working with for the week ahead, manifesting generators. That heart connection guiding you to the next step. So, two things I think would be really brilliant for you to embody and utilize this energy for the week ahead. How can you tune out of let your critical thinking take a little bit of a back seat as you kind of move forward over the week ahead? It might be a beautiful week for you to set the intention of listening to your sacral response and how that connects to your heart. And then also, are you brave enough? Are you brave enough to say yes to clear, heart-led guidance forward, to let go of bouncing from thing to thing for a week, manifesting generators? I know that can be quite hard for you guys because you are so multi-interested, and you have that beautiful energy of starting new things and letting yourself flow with your excitement. And the Conqueror of Chalices is here to be like, all right, well, that's amazing. Let your heart guide you. Let's let every single step be guided by love. How about that? Just as an experiment, and see what unfolds. Just watch what unfolds. That's part of the reason I made this human design manifestation journal, is because human design is supposed to be an experiment, right? And in order to have any sort of scientific experiment, we need to gather research, we need to gather results, we need to gather data so that we can actually reflect on what has unfolded when we've used the tools that we've been given, or when we've implemented the hypothesis, right? So the hypothesis for you this week is that your heart is guiding you in the right direction, and also that you've got a connection between your heart and your sacral response. So why not grab the manifestation journal? You can buy it through the link in my bio on Instagram at Level Up with KDB, and start that experiment and start gathering your research so that you actually have evidence that your human design is working for you and supporting you. Hope that helps you for the week ahead. Beautiful manifesting generators, have the most amazing week. If you want to book a one-on-one personal tarot reading, you can do that through the link in my bio on Instagram at Level Up with KDB, or you can also book through the caption in this video. Have the most amazing week, and I will see you next week.